Lorenzo and I met years ago in Peru. We were at the National Youth Symphony Orchestra, and years later, we started talking about what can we do musically, right? We always go to Peru and do all these shows, always with Afro-Peruvian music. And when Lorenzo got to the city, we're like, okay, we need to do something special. And that's when we clicked and let's do a big band. Let's see what we can do. So fortunately, I was able to call all my wonderful friends from school, and then Lorenzo just mixed into the equation perfectly, right? And we just started going.
Exactly. It's a beautiful thing because we both kind of went our own journey and developed as musicians, but then we always met when we had holidays back in Peru, and then we played together and we had that part of the Peruvian culture really on our hearts. And then when I moved to LA, Aníbal got his friends, we got together, I brought some of the charts I had, he brought some of his charts, and that we had commissioned back in Peru. And then it all happened. I remember we brought Ritmo, Color y Sabor, La Flor de la Canela, two very different but really great arrangements featuring Peruvian rhythms, Afro-Peruvian rhythms. And we grabbed some cajon players, this and that, and it was like, oh, this is pretty interesting. I've definitely haven't heard something like this before.
It's a nice concept, like, because Latin jazz is often associated with like Afro-Cuban, right? And stuff like that, or salsa music. And to think that we're now achieving this point of bringing Afro-Peruvian music to the Latin jazz thought, right? With the whole Grammy things, it's been nothing but a humbling experience as to presenting this music not as a folkloric thing anymore, right? Not labeling as a world music or folkloric, but now into a more commercial sound, which is the Latin jazz, And that's something we were not necessarily thinking from the very beginning because we're just very passionate about the project.
Absolutely. And jazz is an international stamp. So just by labeling it jazz and by bringing these new rhythms out to the world so that somebody can say, let's play a festejo, the same way they say, let's play a guaracha, bossa nova, this and that. I mean, this is our beautiful rhythms that we discovered that were always there in Peru and nobody else knows them, even in Latin America. So this is our responsibility as ambassadors.
I think we found a great compromise, a nice balance between Afro-Peruvian music and how to reinforce that maybe with some jazz techniques or sonatas, right? Like harmonies, like what can we use to make the Afro-Peruvian have like a fresh sound? And that's all we were trying to go for, right? Just find our own sounds and new ideas to apply to the big band without losing that authenticity of what Afro-Peruvian music sounds like. And it's important for us, as Lorenzo saying it, as ambassadors to not only drag the music and the sonorities, but also the culture itself. Like he's saying, like the cajon, right? Reassuring that the cajon is a Peruvian instrument and we're proud to have it. So it's a very important job that we're trying to do here. And it starts only with the music, but only because there's so much respect towards the music and the culture, we also, as ambassadors, bring all this into the table, right? The social context of how this music also was created. So there's such a huge responsibility on our shoulders, and we take it very seriously. And I think that's really the beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And it's important to mention the jazz element too, because it's really a sophisticated sound, this beautiful, the big band also. It's not just Afro-Peruvian jazz. It's actually a smaller niche, which is a big band characterized by a huge amount of horns, like 13 winds playing. And then you have at the same time that intensity of the horns, you have this intensity of the percussion. So you're looking at 20 people collaborating on stage. So please check out our album, Tradiciones. It's our little gem that we created. And we are currently now working on our second album, which it's still a bit of a secret, but it is coming very soon. But do check out Tradiciones, available on all online platforms.
We can't wait to share this project with all of you. The beauty of this music is to play it live in front of a live audience, and we miss that so much. We can't wait to just join on the jazz festivals, do master classes. There's so much left to do. And if you look forward to that, please follow us on our Instagram and Facebook, AP Jazz Orchestra. Our website is the same name.
Stay tuned, guys. Follow us on the media, and we'll stay in touch with you. Thank you so much.